Next, we're continuing building up to Forest's clash with Bournemouth as we're joined by a very special guest. He's most known for his YouTube channel called Matchday with Max, which captures a rollercoaster life as a Nottingham Forest fan through the eyes of a supporter. And joining us now in the studio to discuss this and more is the man himself, Max Hayes. Hello, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries, thanks for having me on.
You are absolutely welcome. For those that may not know, tell us a little bit more about your YouTube channel.
Yeah, Matchday with Max has been running for a good few years now. I mean, I'm 18 now. It's been running since about age 12, so quite young with the mic. I was a bit more squeaky back then as well, to be fair. So no, it's been covering Forest for 4 or 5 years now, and obviously the highs and the lows of the club, and especially when we were in the Championship, the lows, and now to cover them in the Premier League, it's really a dream come true, to be fair. I always wanted to make Matchday with Max videos in the Premier League, and I've been able to do that this season and obviously continue to do so.
It sounds amazing, and at 12, I would never have even dreamed of doing something like this. Where did the idea come from?
The idea came from being interviewed kind of by local news, and as a fan was literally stopped outside the ground to kind of ask my opinions on, I think it was Forest had sat their 11th manager or something since Brian Clough, something like that.
I remember those days.
Yeah, so those days, and the sports presenter said to me, look, you're really good at this, would you ever think about it as a career? I said, maybe, and then kind of thought I'll start a YouTube channel covering Forest. Started as a hobby, really, and it's now turning into more of a job, to be fair.
Well, this is it. It's got really big. Did you ever think for a second it would turn into something that you can go, well, maybe this might be my actual job?
No, probably not. I mean, kind of anyone that knows me, really, kind of family and friends-wise, will always say I haven't stopped talking since I was born. Yeah. So I've always kind of wanted to do something that involved talking and kind of speaking-wise. So journalism was kind of the thing that I wanted to pursue, and hopefully will continue to do so.
Absolutely. And of course, there's been a lot going on with Forest this week.
Yeah.
What do you make of the 21 signings that Forest have made?
Yeah, 21 signings, but probably justified, to be honest with you, Emma. I think you know, Forest have had to make those signings. When you look back at the squad last season, to lose so many of them, you had Brice Samba, the goalkeeper, that of course leaves. You have players like Tobias Figueiredo, who ends up being a free agent and leaving. You've got Lewis Grabban, the top goal scorer for us, he leaves, and players that also probably weren't Premier League quality. If you kind of take the sentiment part away from getting promotion with us, you've got to get a Premier League ready squad really to survive in the Premier League if Forest want to be in that league next season. So we've had to make those adjustments, and the board, Marianakis, has really shown investment and continues to do so as well. And
of course, the match against Manchester City didn't quite go in our favour.
No.
How are you feeling about the match against Bournemouth?
Yeah, I was there in Manchester. On Wednesday night. It was a good day out, you know. Nonetheless, I think Forest fans were kind of grateful to be going to a different ground, a new ground. The atmosphere was good. I mean, we were 6-0 down, and in the 89th minute we were still singing. That just shows what the Forest fan base is like, really. But yeah, Bournemouth tomorrow. I hate to use the word, but it's probably a must-win for Forest, really. Right. We've got to start picking up points. The season starts now, really. You've had 2 tough games against Man City and Tottenham, and Forest have really got to go for it. The fans will be behind them at the City ground tomorrow, so there's no reason why we can't go and get 3 points. And maybe a bit of revenge from last season, because they stopped Forest getting automatic promotion, and we were probably quite hard done by.
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a lot of people agreeing with that.
Yes.
And finally, just for the quick one, do you think we can stay up? Do you think Premier League is now just this is it for Forest?
Yes, yeah, I do. I think the ownership and the way the club is run at the moment is Premier League ready. It is Premier League now, and the signings we've made will help us stay in this league. And what a manager we've got, Steve Cooper, to help us cement our place for next season.
Absolutely. Well, I think Matchday with Max, I know a lot of people are very big fans of, and I know it will continue and just grow and grow. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
You are very welcome. And Forest